speaking of scary movies, Scary Movie is coming back. And the Wayans are returning to the franchise, according to a tweet from Marlon Wayans. You watch scary movies growing up, like the parodies.
Yeah, the parody. I watched. I think the first three. Are there only three?
Okay, the only good ones. The good ones.
Yeah. I watched the first three. I don't think I've watched 4 or
Good.
anything that comes after that.
Yeah, the first three are the good ones. I think
Yeah,
I saw up to 4, but I don't think I've seen 5 because I think there's 5 of them. Yeah, first 3 are good. The first one is the best. They're dated. They're definitely dated. They make some very outdated jokes that just wouldn't fly
very
nowadays.
much so.
And I'm
Yeah.
very curious to see how they make it work nowadays. Something I think could be funny, and very interesting is there's this really really bad like ongoing gay joke in the first movie where one of the Wayans brothers, the one that's not Marlon, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Sean Wayans, plays a character that's like in the closet, and throughout the movie they joke about it in a honestly a way that just isn't cool nowadays, but was funny back in the day. They could do something similar like that, and they'd have to be real careful about how they do it. But like they could do something like that, but with someone being trans, and actually have it, instead of it being like super offensive jokes, have it be funny, but have it be a situation where it's like an actual like cathartic coming out that everybody notices. Like the joke was that it was very clear that that one character was gay, and he was doing like stereotypical and like kind of fetishized gay stuff in the movie. That was weird, and I feel like you could do a version of that joke that isn't as weird. You just gotta do stuff that's actually just fun.
It's really
That's
about the writing.
yeah, it's about doing stuff that's funny and not just offensive, which is what they were doing in the original movie. And I feel like Marlon Wayans could do that as a man with a trans child. And he's also very creative and very funny. So I feel like he could do that if he wanted to.
For sure. Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like another part that makes me realize that this movie is probably going to be hopefully really funny and respectful is the fact that he's a very progressive man. You have this man returning to the franchise, a big part of the reason of why it was so funny, but also a man that's grown a lot over the decades, you know? But at PCRKHS on Twitter said that Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega had the chance to do the funniest thing ever. And I can't believe I didn't think of this first. So Melissa and Jenna played the leads in Scream 2022 and Scream 6, but were fired due to supporting Palestine and asking for a ceasefire. So they could put up a huge middle finger to Spyglass, the production company that owns the rights to Scream and produces those movies, by being in this movie, because it'll most likely parody Scream 2022 because that was the fifth Scream movie. And the original Scream movie is of course a parody of the first Scream movie. And Scream 2022 is a commentary on the idea of requels, which is requels or sequels that remove the number from the title despite being a direct sequel, and just rehashes a bunch of scene and plot points from the first movie. And Scream has always been a commentary on the slasher genre and horror movies as a whole. And that's what made Scary Movie so funny, because it was a parody of what was already essentially a parody. So I'll bet anything that Scary Movie 6 will just drop the 6 and just call itself Scary Movie and parody Scream 2022 alongside a bunch of other horror movies that have come out since then, since was it the 6th or 5th Scary Movie. And it'd be cool if they brought back those two lead actresses, Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, to at the very least be in this. You've seen Scream before, right? At the beginning of each movie they have celebrity, very famous people, actors come in and play a character that dies immediately at the beginning, and they could have Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera be those characters, and that could be really funny. I think it'd be even funnier if they don't even die, if they somehow survive, right, and they're in the background of the movie the entire time. I think that would be really funny. They have the chance to do the funniest thing and just put a middle finger up the Spyglass.
For sure. Also, have they done a Saw parody in a Scary Movie yet? Because I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Got a lot of potential. Oh, they have? Okay, so never mind.
They definitely did a partial Saw parody.
Mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I see.